The book of Kings describes how in the generation after King Solomon, 10 of the 12 tribes of Israel seceded from the dynasty that was established by King David. 2 tribes remained, Judah and Benjamin. 10 tribes went off by themselves and started the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of the 10 tribes. And the king who led them was named Yerovam ben Nevat. He was a great leader, but he also suffered from tremendous insecurity. He was afraid that when the first festival came, that the Jews were going to go back to Jerusalem for the Pilgrim Festival. They'd be in the temple with the glory of God and the glory of the King of Judah, and they would think, we don't want to go back. What did we do? Why did we leave this? Let's get rid of Yerovam and come back to being one nation. And he was so fearful that that's what they were going to do that he set up border guards so that they wouldn't be able to cross the border into Judah to go to Jerusalem. But he also knew that the Jews wanted to worship. They wanted to serve God. And so he gave them an alternative. He set up 2 golden calves, one on the northern road, one on the southern road, and he told the people they could worship there. And this is absolutely extraordinary. We know what a catastrophe the first golden calf was, and the people back then knew it even better than we do. It was a disaster. That whole generation was condemned to wander and die in the wilderness. So why was this a compelling argument? Why did the people go along with it? Well, the secret lies in the language that Yerovam used. He sent word throughout the land and he said to the people, it's too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Well, ostensibly that means the trip was too long, but there's a deeper meaning in it. What he's really saying is, it's too much for you to expect yourself to be able to connect with God on your own. You see, the original golden calf was actually not idolatry per se. It was intended to be an intermediary. They thought that Moses had died and they wanted something to replace him. And so they created this image of a calf to help them spiritually bridge that distance to God. What Yerovam said to them was, that was 500 years ago. For that generation that was so spiritually great, they heard God speak. They went out of Egypt. They saw those miracles. For them, it was a terrible transgression. But us, we're much weaker spiritually. We're on a much lower level. We need this help. What was a transgression for them is necessary for us. What you see from this is the power of leadership. When leaders tell their people, don't expect too much from yourself. Don't set the bar too high. Essentially what Yerovam did, he created a culture of mediocrity. And when leaders tell their people it's okay to be just okay, to be just average, it's okay to not expect much from yourself, people will listen. The greatest leaders are the ones who know exactly where to set the bar. Tell the people, stretch yourself, push yourself, overcome that natural inertia that pulls you down, and find within yourself the potential for greatness. Those are the kinds of leaders that inspire in business, in education, in politics, in society. And we need to look for leaders like that, leaders who will bring out the best in us and help us reach for the heights, help us fulfill the potential that we have, as long as we are willing and eager to bring it out and see it realized in our lives.